author of over 15 best-selling sales books, a speaker, a trainer, a podcaster, Mr. Jeffrey Gitomer, also known as the King of Sales. Here are my key takeaways from his sales training.
2 wrongs don't make a right. How right are you? Sometimes sales go wrong. And when they do, salespeople blame someone or something. The guy wouldn't return my call. He took the lowest bid. He bought from the competition. He said my price was too high. Blame. Whining, blame. Anything or anybody save for one. Themselves. Even you. Amazing, isn't it? No salesperson ever loses a sale and takes responsibility for it, even you. You know the old adage, knowing right from wrong? Well, you can prevent sales from going wrong by doing right. Here are the 11.5 right things to be, have, and do. Number 1, the right prospect. Someone you met at a networking event, someone you connected with on LinkedIn, someone you contacted, someone who contacted and connected with you, a referral, not a cold call. Cold calls are wrong. 2, the right strategy. Create questions that engage the prospect about them, that also solicit information to help you. Questions that differentiate you from your competitor. And questions that prove you've done your homework. Create a question-based strategy, not a statement-based one. Statements are wrong. 3 is the right preparation. Research the prospect's company, uncover the prospect's past history, and find facts that will help you understand the prospect's present situation. All these will lead to questions, ideas, and a customized presentation, not just a brochure and your pitch. Sales pitches are wrong. The right approach is number 4. Approaches are always awkward unless there's already some kind of introduction or previous dialogue. The approach I recommend is relaxed. Build rapport first, find things in common, then start your presentation. Starting your presentation right away is wrong. Number 5, the right communication. Your presentation skills, your compelling message, your unspoken but obvious present attitude, and enthusiasm create a buying atmosphere. Professionalism is wrong. Friendliness is right. Act professionally, talk friendly. 6, the right message. Prospects want to know how they can succeed, and how they can win, how they can profit from owning what it is that you sell. They don't care about you, unless they're certain that what you sell helps them. Focus on them. Focusing on you is wrong. Number 7, the right value. Most salespeople don't have a value proposition, they have a sales pitch. And be aware that value is what the customer perceives, not simply what you offer. Value in terms of you is wrong. Value in terms of them is right. Number 8, the right motive. Unless you uncover your prospect's motive or prime reason for buying, you'll be stuck in the selling mode. My first rule of sales is people don't like to be sold, but they love to buy. Once you understand this, you'll exert your effort trying to uncover buying motives rather than make a bunch of statements that fall on deaf ears. Buying motives are right, sales pitch is wrong. Number 9, the right urgency. Once you've uncovered your prospect's motive to buy, you will automatically reveal their need to own and the time frame in which that must take place. Don't force urgency. Forcing a close is wrong. Number 10, the right fit. Fit is defined as the unspoken comfort that a prospect feels as they're thinking about owning what it is that you're selling. You've experienced it yourself when you purchase things. The more comfortable you are with what the product or the service is, the more likely it is that you are going to move forward. Create comfort, not manipulation. Manipulation is wrong. Number 11, the right relationship. If you're just trying to make a sale, you may be, in fact, successful in the short run, but then you got to go out and hunt another one. The right relationship is value-based, long-term oriented, and has the possibility of a referral or a reorder as a reward. Hunting and farming is wrong. Relationships are right. Number 11.5, do the right thing. If you leave out the old world tactics, sales manipulation, and aiming for the close, you'll be on the right track. If you've done the right thing, a testimonial can follow, a referral can follow, and repeat business can follow. Those three elements are your measuring stick and your report card. Might makes right. Lincoln said it. Churchill said it. It's a warlike phrase, and yes, you must be somewhat of a sales warrior to win. But to win the sale and the relationship, reverse the statement. Right makes might. It's a much more powerful process in business. It's ethics-like, value-like, and mission-like. Identify all of your right thoughts and ideas and strategies. For each one, you got to say it, understand it, write it down, intend to do it, implement your thoughts and strategies, and silently reap the rewards. You have the right to belief. To have things turn out right, you must believe in your company, your product, yourself, your ability to differentiate yourself from your competition, and in your heart, you must believe that the customer is better off having purchased from you. You have to have the right attitude. At the basis of doing right and being your best, attitude will help you prevail or prevent you from winning if yours is bad. It depends on your state of mind. Believing you will win stems from your positive attitude. The right enthusiasm. If your enthusiasm is natural, it will be perceived as sincere and will become contagious. To transfer your enthusiasm, your attitude and your belief must be firmly in place. These three elements will determine sales outcome more often than a presentation, a slideshow, and or a closing technique. My challenge to you is be right and you will be wealthy. Après sale, the real test of a successful sales professional. The average sale takes a matter of hours. And that's where 95% of sales training is focused. Not good. After the customer purchases, that's when use of product or service begins, and that's where 95% of their time is spent. What are you doing to create loyalty? What are you doing to create word-of-mouth advertising? What are you doing to create value in the mind of the customer? What are you doing to create memorable moments? What's your social media presence that focuses on customer communication and interaction? What are you doing to create and ensure reorders? What are you doing to earn referrals? What are you doing to build a value-based relationship after the sale, après sale? What are you doing to ensure that it's easy to do business with you on an ongoing basis? What are you doing to ensure that everyone who answers the phone is happy, friendly, and helpful? And what type of customer service and customer loyalty training are you doing that ensures consistent, positive, helpful responses? Let me give you the answer to those ouch questions. Nothing or not enough. Here's a major clue. The questions I just asked you are the heart of your future. And for the most important part, the answers are way below an acceptable level to ensure your future success. You need the defibrillators on your sales body. Reality. It's likely that your present actions will ensure that you'll have significant customer attrition or churn, as you sometimes call it, or some other BS corporate buzzword that will cost major dollars in lost customers and further ensure that your sales team will have to sell more than last year just to maintain present sales levels. Woohoo. Many companies employ the hunter-farmer strategy in making sales. One person makes a sale and immediately turns it over to some service person, often with little or no personal handoff, and heads for the next sale. Major clue: there is no dumber sales strategy than hunter-farmer other than cold calling. The hunter-farmer strategy creates a vacuum between what was promised and what will be delivered. and the hunter has to continually prospect or cold call to make new sales rather than cultivate an existing relationship and earn referrals. For the past 3 years, I've asked my corporate and public seminar audiences this question. What 10 things are you doing after the sale to ensure loyalty, reorders, referrals, and reputation? 99.9% give me a blank stare. Okay, so what can you do? What should you be doing to make certain that you're keeping the customers that you have in a manner that they value? Or better stated, what happens after the sale? Now, here's a few suggestions for what to do, but caution, they require work, hard work. The first one is to send a weekly value message. My email magazine, Sales Caffeine, is the most effective communication tool to send a weekly value message to every one of my customers. It's now almost 500 issues strong, and here's the idea. Read a business book and send your customers a review of what the salient points of value are. That would help them. Here's the next thing. Enhance your social media effort. By setting a full-blown value-based business social media campaign in motion, your customers will have a chance to learn about you and get your messages. And you'll have a chance to learn about them and get their messages. Examples of a value-based message: if you sell health insurance, tell me how to avoid common colds or keep my kids healthy. The next thing is to help their social media effort. Your customers could gain insight from your social media effort and visit you and learn to emulate, like I've done. You've set the example, then set the standard and invite your customers to study your strategies to help their success. Here's another idea. Share ideas that can benefit your customers, not offers to buy your product or your stuff. Share observations and tips. When you visit other businesses, become aware of what other successful businesses do. Note them and post about them. Here's another idea. Bring several customers together for a monthly mastermind meeting. Be the pivot person that brings together value-based meetings. Refer customers to other customers. The best way to get referrals is give referrals. And why don't you do business with them? Go out of your way to patronize those who feed you. Everybody wants reorders, every business wants loyal customers, and every business wants to have a great reputation. And the question that you have to ask yourself is, what of value am I doing about it? What are you doing, or what you do after the sale determines the next sale and a whole lot more. Let's get back to the basics is arguably the single dumbest phrase in sales, not to be confused with the angriest phrase in sales: we're changing our comp plan. When a manager or a leader says, let's get back to the basics, what he or she is really saying is, I have nothing new to say. This is especially true for managers with more than 10 years of experience who already know everything but are not active in the field anymore. The basics are over. They're dead and gone. No more cold calling, no more overcoming objections, no more tie-down questions, no more closing the sale, and especially no more finding the pain. Those days are over. They left somewhere between 1972 and 1992. You may not know it, your manager may not know it, but the basics are why you still sell price and lose to the lowest bidder. I've always tried to get away from using the term basics by referring to important elements in the selling process as fundamentals and expanding from there. Fundamentals, like great attitude, deep belief, truth, friendly, helpful people, fast response, and error-free delivery. These fundamentals constitute what every customer expects, and all of them are a given in today's world. If you and your entire company are not masters of the fundamentals, then all the rest of the information I'm about to give you is worthless. Beyond the fundamentals are the imperatives of sales and selling. They are the new strategies to employ and the new elements of selling that must be mastered in order for you to achieve sales in these times and for the next decade or two. And they have nothing to do with the basics. Without these, you will die an unhappy, slow sales death, griping, and blaming others all along the way. Number 1, be better than your competitors in everything but price. Number 2, be different from your competitors in a way that you can prove. Number 3, be closer to your customer than your competitors. Relationships rule. Number 4, have a value-based offering in favor of the customer. Number 5, have a value-based sales presentation, one that's delivered in a compelling manner, one that emphasizes what happens after the customer takes ownership, customer profit, productivity, morale. Number 6, be prepared with questions and ideas in terms of and in favor of the customer. This means less pitch and more engagement, dialogue, and interaction. Number 7, uncover buying motives. Uncover the real reason that a customer wants to buy. Once you uncover the buying motive, their urgency becomes your reality. And even more powerful is that you will have converted a selling atmosphere into a buying atmosphere. Number 8, meet with the CEO or the actual decision maker on the first call. This may be the most difficult yet most sales rewarding part of the process. It's also a report card on how well you understand these imperatives. Number 9, master business social media. Have your own personal YouTube channel. Have a Facebook business page where more than 1,000 people like you. Have a LinkedIn account with more than 500 connections and use keywords in your summary. Tweet value messages daily to at least 500 people who follow you on Twitter. Number 10, use testimonials. Let your present customers, rather than you, overcome your prospective customers' sales barriers. When you say it about yourself, it's bragging. When your customer says it about you, it's proof. Number 11, earn referrals rather than waste time making cold calls. Referrals are the highest percentage sales call. Cold calls are the lowest. Let me ask you this question. Would you rather make 100 cold calls or earn 5 referrals? Number 12, reputation. Reputation is a combination of what are you known as, what are you known for, what is your image, and 2 new ones, what is your Google image, and what is your business social media image? What's the word of mouth out on you? Number 13, become a trusted advisor to all your customers. You earn the status of trusted advisor. I have to fix my teeth. Slowly over time. When you do, price is no longer an issue. And number 13.5 is perception. The customer's perception is your reality. You may think you offer value. You may think you're a great salesperson. You may think you're a trusted advisor. You may think that you have a great reputation. But those thoughts, baby, don't matter. If the customer perceives great value, actual differentiation, and trust, then you will win. If they don't, you will bid or battle price or both. And even if you win that sale in that environment, you lose. You lose profit and you lose to the next guy who comes in 10 cents cheaper. Here's the reality. The new imperatives of selling have replaced the basics forever. And that's great news for you. Or is it? It was a chance meeting. Or was it? I was walking in the parking lot of my local Starbucks with Gabrielle, my 2-year-old daughter, in my arms when a guy comes over and started to talk to me. He told me he'd seen me give 2 different seminars several years ago and say, hey, do you still do seminars? I said, I love to do seminars. I love doing seminars. And he said he was hosting a conference in Charlotte for assorted CEOs and was wondering if I would be interested in speaking to the group. Heck yes, I would love to. In fact, I just published my little book of leadership. He told me there was another big meeting that would take place in the fall and that he would recommend me for that one as well. I gave him my coin card and my Phillies-themed business card. As he smiled, I suggested that he call my office on Monday to speak with Michelle, our queen of events. He assured me that he would. I also let him know that we would send him a seminar kit. Even though I wanted his business card badly, it was Saturday morning and we both had shorts on, so I left it to the gods that he would call. Just after I strapped Gabrielle in her car seat, I turned around to the man who was handing me his business card, smiling. Yes. After my conference call with him today, turns out that this is a major business opportunity for my company. And that's the end of the story for now. Coincidence? Chance meeting? Serendipity? My personal philosophy and belief is that there are no accidents. But that may be a result of growing up as an idealist in the 60s. But a bigger question is, what led up to that interaction? My years of hard work, my reputation, my writing, my seminars, and my books created the opportunity for that meeting. I was both recognizable and attractive. Not pretty attractive. I mean, I was attractive as a personality. I was both available and approachable. I was memorable enough to spur an action on the part of the person who recognized me. What would have happened if that person bumped into you at your Starbucks on Saturday morning? Rather than tell me what you probably already know, let me answer this with a series of questions that will hopefully lead you to take action towards reputation, recognition, and approachability. When you Google yourself, does your presence occupy at least the first page? Are your social media messages getting responses? Are people proactively posting on your Facebook page about how much they enjoy you and are inspired by you? Are your tweets being retweeted? Are you even tweeting at all? Are you writing in a manner that is attracting others? Are you speaking at trade shows in order to gain a perspective or gain prospective customers? Are you doing anything that your competition is not doing in order to appear different from them and more valuable than they are? Are you building your personal brand, or are you just tagging along with your company's brand and product? Now, these are not just ouch questions. They're also success questions, life questions, and reputation questions. And in the end, they're legacy questions. If you're going to win in sales, you have to be a dominant player, not just a sales rep. Sales reps make quotas. Dominant players don't worry about quota. They blow it away. And dominant players gain recognition, build reputation based on hard work. The guy in Starbucks didn't just recognize me. He remembered me. And it didn't just happen. I spent the last 35 years making it happen. I'm writing this and speaking this to you and for you so that you may become inspired to dedicate yourself to next level achievement. In my years of experience, I've discovered that more salespeople complain about what isn't rather than talk about what's possible. More salespeople whine about their price of the economy rather than take aggressive action to build awareness and value in the heart of the customer. My heart is in selling. My heart is in writing. My heart is in giving memorable presentations. My heart is in providing value to existing and prospective customers. Where's your heart? What are you determined to do? What are you dedicated to do? How much time are you dedicating to that determination? My meeting on Saturday had nothing to do with luck. 30 years ago, Melvin Green, one of my mentors, taught me hard work makes luck.